Hello and welcome everyone to a full moon ceremony. I am Safrianna Luna, the queer spirit guide, and we are back. We are back, my friends, feeling very different energetically, I have to say. I was just flipping open my moon journal here and looking back at our last ceremony, which was on Friday, November 1st, and how much has shifted since then. So, I would love if you are here live and you do feel comfortable saying hi. I see Rachel, I see Ike. Glad to have you here. Feel free to drop a word in the chat that describes how you're feeling tonight. We're definitely going to go into some extra energy clearing today because so many of us are feeling this extra energetic burden right now. So, just in case this is your first time tuning into one of these ceremonies, I always start by anchoring into the current energy, kind of giving an energetic update. Then we'll set some intentions and take a moment to jot those down in our own journals or just take a quiet moment to reflect. I will then do some energy clearing for the collective. We will then move into a guided visualization meditation. And then I will pull some cards for the collective at the very end as we wrap up. So, oh, yeah, tired, very tired. I agree. I have been feeling significantly more like under the weather. Um, I have been definitely more tired. I have been much more contemplative than even usual, and I'm a pretty darn like constantly thinking and self-developing kind of person, but it's been very intense these past few weeks. So that makes sense energetically. So let's get into what's here energetically now. When we last tuned in together, it was Samhain. We were entering into the new wheel of the year, and we kicked it off with a bang with the US elections. And I often talk about collective shadows coming to the surface. That has since been doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down with how many shadows are coming to the surface. So many people right now are confronting uh, things within themselves, things in their families, things in their friend groups, things in their collective communities that they may have not had to confront so directly before. More conversations are coming up right now about how people are really feeling and how they're really being impacted by one another. And it's a great thing when we think about that on that like macro scale of like, oh, thank God we're having real conversations and people are recognizing maybe ways that they've negatively impacted others. And then at the same time, it's like it's all in our face. It's so uncomfortable. There's fighting, there's division amongst friends and family right now as people are drawing their boundaries. And that is very in this cosmic energy right now. So I have a dear friend, Tamara Childs. I'm going to pop her link in the chat. If you want to go check out or subscribe to any of her content, Tamara is, I call her my favorite astrologer. I always mess up that word, but she's my favorite person who does the astrology thing and makes the connections and reads the charts because she does a brilliant job doing it and really bringing it down to a tangible human level. So I'm actually going to read from her latest newsletter. So she said, there could be surprises in your life, you don't say. Expect a possible lightning bolt of unexpected in your Taurus sector. So if you have Taurus in your chart, that is a great area to go look at right now. Also, Saturn is direct on Friday, a crystallizing influence for where we need our emotional boundaries. It's been an intense, tough week for many folks living with the aftershocks of the new election in the US. Last week, I posted a video about Mars opposing Uranus about handling big energy. And again, I posted her website in case you want to go find her channels. There is a strong volcanic kind of revolutionary energy erupting in our society at this time. I could not have possibly put that better myself. It is coloring this time of intense catalytic change. So, yeah, if you look around right now, there's a sense of um, cataclysmic changes. Hi, Mary Fran. So good to see you. So, Tamara writes, change is unavoidable now. How are you handling it? Have you felt strong emotions this week? Saturn direct allows us to crystallize both awareness of the emotional boundaries and the enforcement of it. As hard as this time is, it's meant for us to be deeply resourceful. Your being has to step in and say a couple things to you. Translate it, it might be something like, can you see how strong you are? What a light you are? Where are you going next? The creations that come through you to impact the world. One thing you may notice is that you are needed exactly as you are. Turbulent times make us question everything, including our own existence. And that's not a bad thing. Keep going, keep being you, keep creating it day by day. You're something very special. So, full agreement with Tamara and everything that she wrote there. This is big energy, it's cataclysmic change. You are being called into shining your light exactly as you are, because you are a unique expression of spirit, of God, of the universe, of Mother Earth. However you see it, you are a unique creation here, and your voice is needed. So, thank you as always for being a part of my community. We're going to go into doing some intention setting here just as we reflect on this big energy. The Taurus energy for me is usually it's earthy, it's grounding, it's getting us into our bodies. And my journal actually made the invitation to reflect on honoring the stability that you maintain in your life. And I know for me, it feels very not stable right now. So it's more important than ever to root into stability. Hi, Rob you. So, how do you root into stability right now? And I've been speaking a lot about pleasure activism and the importance of us really enjoying our lives right now, no matter who you are, where you are. If you can have a smile on your face for a moment, or you can find some laughter, or you can play with your children or your animal companion, or you can go outside and put your feet on the ground, that is needed right now to anchor in peaceful, loving, kind energy in yourself. Oh, yes, Donna. Last week was really challenging. This week, doing better, letting go while standing strong. Yes, that's where I am at too, right? It's like, okay, last week really brought the issues to the surface where we were going to butt heads. Now we're backing off. And the question is, how do we stay stable and grounded and in love for ourselves and in love for our community and in love ultimately for humankind, even if we see these issues in humankind and it's really hard to be in that feeling of love. So, if anything I've said has really inspired you or sparked tonight, I invite you to consider an statement that highlights something that you want to really anchor in and pull forward. So I have posted the intention starter statements in the chat, something like, I am ready to, I choose to, I welcome, I lovingly let go of. I'm going to take some time to write mine down here as well. If you want to pop your intention in the chat, I would love to give voice to that and send you some extra energy. As always, you are welcome to DM me. You do not have to publicly share or participate. So, your intention as we move into this darker moon chapter, what is your intention over the next few days or the next few weeks? And again, there's an extra invitation around the theme of stability. So my intention, I'll share as I start lighting up my cedar over here, is to anchor in stability in my schedule and my movement practices. So again, if you are feeling a lack of stability right now, as many of us may be, you can find it in little areas. You can find it, in your own schedule if you make your schedule. You could find it in an evening routine or a morning routine. You could find stability in literally going outside and standing on the earth. So lots of invitations for all of us to find some stability and root during this unstable time. I lovingly let go of my resistance of standing in my power out of fear of not being liked. Yes, so many of us are working to clear that right now, right? This narrative of codependency and people pleasing and listening to others over the self is definitely a huge collective theme right now as we're coming into owning our power. Also, for the regulars here, I just want to say you've probably noticed a change of pace over here. I pivoted so I was not with my back to a window, so I didn't have to have the screen behind me to block out the light on my screen. So we instead get my birch tree mural. So as we're sitting with our intentions here, maybe you are still trying to figure one out. Maybe you're just really feeling heavy and it's like, I don't know how to set intentions right now. Wherever you're at, if you're feeling good, if you are feeling heavy, we're going to do some energy clearing here. So all you need to do here is breathe. I always invite you to allow the inhale to call you back home and the exhale to release. So you're just going to inhale. Each inhale, you're going to call yourself gently back home. Each exhale, you're going to release what is not you, what is not yours. And as we set intention, usually start to come into a relationship with what I call blips. The little stories that say, no, you can't have that. That's not for you. There's no way you get to feel that way. And identify those, be with those. Even repeating your affirmation to yourself can bring those to the surface. And as you identify those beliefs, those limitations that might be blocking you from bringing this intention fully to the surface, making it manifest, we're just going to let that go. We're going to release any tangled knots, any cords, allowing that exhale to release, to blow out anything that really isn't authentic to you. The exhale, just letting go of anything that is not you. And there is a heaviness. There's a big energetic heaviness. So I'm going to really see if I can get this smoke going. There is this tiredness that I'm feeling when I tune into the collective energy here. So maybe coming into touch with your own tiredness here. Maybe it feels impossible to know how you're going to get your energy back right now. Or maybe it's just the end of a day and you're not more tired than usual. But whatever your relationship with tiredness is here, just being aware of that, breathing that in. Here we go. Got quite a bit of smoke going now. So just breathing here, calling yourself back home. Exhale, letting go of that stickiness. And this exhaustion, this relationship with tiredness, anything that says, I don't know how to keep going, we're going to just flow some compassion here to that part of you feeling so tired and say, it's okay. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to take some time to rest and to feel. And it's okay to release that when it moves through, when you're complete, knowing that your energy will return to you. Releasing anything that says my energy can't return to me. We are letting that go. Your energy can return to you, will return to you. Will continue to build again over time as you tenderly care for yourself and continue to anchor in this divine self-care. Noticing your patterns, noticing your own patterns with exhaustion, your own patterns with instability, your own patterns of anxiety and fear and doubt. Making space for this, and then we're just sending love and care. Of course, these parts of you feel this way. And we're just making room for that, acknowledging that, and then releasing. Releasing, releasing, releasing. Anything you can let go of here and now. You deserve peace and internal love and safety. You deserve stability and care. So just know that truth. I am treasuring my strength at owning my power. That's beautiful. So we're going to transition into a time of guided visualization. And just in case this is your first time, I like to give a few caveats. You can have your journal and keep doing your own thing during this. You can get up and move around. Many people end up doing art while they're listening to these guided visualizations. You do not have to close your eyes and go in. You get to do this in your own unique way. The other thing I like to say is that I may speak in glossolalia or tongues or light language or whatever fun term you like to call it. For me, when I speak in light language, it is just a vibrational transmission to either break some energy free, to help anchor something in, or to affirm a message through spirit as it's coming through. The translation of whatever is coming through is something to the effect of what is on either side of that transmission. So you can either take it or leave it, right? Whatever is authentic to you. So let's go ahead and drop in each of us in our own way here. Again, eyes can be opened or closed, but the invitation is to begin to just notice the breath. And as you inhale, each inhale pulls you down from the thinking mind into the heart space. And we will allow ourselves to drift from that overthinking mind, over identifying with the mind, to really be here with the heart. So as you breathe, the invitation is to call up a loving moment, whether that be with an animal companion, a loved one, or a beautiful moment in nature. But just allow a feeling of unconditional love to open in your chest. If no moment immediately comes, you can always imagine you're in a sea of puppies or kittens. Just allow this feeling of love to spread. And as we continue to be here with this love, it fuels a portal in the heart space to begin to open, leading out into a flat land, a land where you can see as far off in the distance as imaginable. It might be a grassland, it could be sand or stone, but allowing yourself to step through into this nature scene and take a moment to look around. Just noticing if it is night or day, midday. You might be able to see both the sun and the full moon in the sky. But this sense of Taurian energy here, earthy, rooting, grounding, stable, is overwhelmingly present as you look out over this flat landscape as far as the eye can see, as stable as one could imagine. This expanse, this wide open space, it's wondrous to see such a pristine open space, such a capacity for possibility. There's a sense of unknown that's present here and now, even as you look around. And so taking a moment to really root down, to feel in your body, to send down roots. And as you begin to source up earth energy, as you begin to draw on the grounding presence of earth herself, you begin to feel a faint rumble in the distance. And this rumble grows closer as you continue to feel, to be here in your body now. And as you stand here, anchored, rooted, stable, seeing this open expanse, the rumble grows and grows and grows until behind you, you can see a stampede of bison, cattle, aurochs, these big, dark, horned creatures stampeding their way across the flatlands. And as they come towards you, you have a choice. You can shapeshift and become one of them. You could transform into a bird and fly up and get a bird's eye view. Or you could simply root down and trust your safety as they move towards you, surging as one, knowing that they will find their way around you and you can simply feel their energy. Allowing whatever is here, however you wish to face this present moment, allowing yourself to go there and observe or be with this stampede. It is a depiction of incredible, raw, primal earth energy as the hooves hit the ground, a rhythm forming, a rhythm sounding all around you as these bison, these cattle, these bulls and aurochs, these ancient and modern beings surround and surge forward, the earth shaking and rumbling with their force. But there's a pattern to it all. There's a flow. There's an energy building here as they move in community towards some destination ahead. What destination do you want to create ahead for yourself and for your community? Tuning in here and now to your vision of the future for you and your community. How can you and your community move together like these creatures that you're with and observing today? How can your incredible power together shake the earth into a new form? How can you clear the way and charge forward towards your own goals and dreams alongside the members of your community? Breathing and being here with this possibility. Feeling the vibration moving through the earth, shaking up, rumbling from the core, stampede of hooves, rhythm, and flow. Kutuishikitaya kayana huikamasika, shtukuya manaya kata, hiktiu shuninia katia shafatia kashta, kiamuya, moesia kia katasha. You are being called to gather in community, to see yourself as one powerful body, one powerful being amongst the many, moving towards this future, moving towards this vision of better, of rhythm and flow, of honoring Mother Earth, of honoring nature, of honoring the way that the patterns emerge, and knowing when the patterns need to be disrupted, when they are not out of true, authentic, healthy nature, but out of disruption and distortion caused over time. And that's what you really recognize here with this gathering of incredible, powerful bison-like beasts is there is this sense of purpose, of driving forward, of primal wisdom, ancient wisdom, routed in the earth as they move, that you know is not caused by distortion, but out of true authenticity of expression, of movement, of flow. And it's out of harmony. How can you create more harmony in your life? How can you create more stability in your life, especially when things feel so uncertain and unstable? Breathing in and planting a seed of stability in your heart, a place that you can go to anchor into the deep wisdom of the earth, into the wisdom of your guides, of your ancestors, of your angels, of your heavenly power, of your higher power, of whatever exists for you that helps you feel that stable connection to yourself and all that is. Planting that seed in your heart as you observe, as you see the stampede carrying off into the distance, realizing it's time to hang back, time to let them keep going. Feeling yourself anchored back down. If you were flying, gently coming back down to the earth, just allowing them to keep going. Seeing the wisdom of movement, of physical power, of moving together as a collective, as a community. And whatever you've taken from this, whatever is coming through for you, maybe planting another seed in the heart space, one that can bloom in uncertain times to come, something you can really root into. What do you want to be able to remember and hold close to your heart? What helps you feel stable, safe, secure, joyful, or whatever else in your body? Acknowledging and planting that seed now. Even as the rumble fades in the distance, that gathering of cattle moving onward in their adventure, there is this awareness of the energy they built, of the thrum and vibration that they created. And a reminder here that you can move your energy, you can move your body, you can get your heart rate up, you can shake it out, whatever you ever need to move with the uncertain, to move with what's moving through you. Bringing this wisdom back into your body, your sacred body temple. Turning back, once again allowing yourself to see or sense this flat expanse around you. And then turning back towards that portal of the heart. Just taking a moment to be in gratitude for showing up to yourself, to be in this moment in time, to get curious about what's here. And a thank you to the aurochs, the bison, the cattle, for their incredible power, the power of earth and body, blood and bone. And then in your own time and way, you can step back through that portal of the heart, reorienting fully into the body. You might wiggle the fingers and toes. And if the eyes are not already open, you can blink them open and take a moment to look around your space. So you might want to jot down any observations that came through, if there's anything that's fresh, what was really just coming through for me was this intense drive to physically resource right now, to really, really like be grounded and rooted in the body, and remember that our stability, like it starts in here, and that's like everything's really scary right now for so many of us, but we can create this internal sense of safety by finding peace within, by breathing, by shaking it out, whatever, right? Whatever it might be that we need to do to move what's moving through us. So I would love to hear anything that came through if anyone wants to share. A lot of times, the things that come through during the visualizations are very vulnerable. So I completely understand that. I'm going to jot down a quick observation, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for the collective. So just one moment as we all reorient. So tonight I am pulling from this Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle by Lon, and been using this deck with a particular guide of mine. And this guide is very practical. He's very no nonsense. So I happened to be looking for what deck wanted to be used, and he was like, "Hey, I volunteer." So we're going to see what he has to say to the collective. Really, what I want to ask about is this sense of instability versus stability, and what we can do with that, how we can resource ourselves. Okay, they just did a little flipperoo there. All right. If you know me, you know I'm going to love this. The first card is Delight. So this is literally what I have been on my high horse about for, I don't know, months now, but like now more than ever, I'm having a conversation with every single person about this right now, which is pleasure activism. Delight is so important. It is expanding our capacity to feel everything else. I have so many conversations with so many clients that are like, I'm feeling this overwhelming, emotion, but I can't feel joy. We have to increase our capacity for joy. There is this reciprocal relationship between the shadow and the light. And if we're not sourcing both of them, it can really get imbalanced down into that shadow side so quickly. And we can find ourselves stuck, right, in depression, anxiety, extreme fear. So delight is the counterbalance. And it says it supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. I think we need to be tuning into joy more than ever right now, which feels awful for many of us that look at global things and think like there's no way I can be happy when there are so many people suffering, right? But we can't help if we are not resourced in ourselves. So it's the delight activism, the pleasure activism is the number one thing we can be doing right now. So of course, I love that this came out. So the next thing that this guide shared is Gaia energy. So in unstable times, in times where we don't know what to expect, it is more important than ever to root into what we do know. And that is that there is a planet here beneath our feet. She feeds us, she resources us, she shelters us, she provides all the resources we have. So you've yet to pull this card. That's fun. She is here for us. So this guide is reminding us that we are infinitely connected to the planet and to each other, and the universe birthed us all. So as we are looking at this scary time and times where it's very easy to play us versus them and to shove people away, it's more important than ever that we route into Mama Gaia and we really, really source through her, because she reminds us that we are all one. And then the last card is the Cosmic Flower. So the Cosmic Flower is also this theme of home and birthing and activating our sense of home. So we are home here on Earth right now, right? On Gaia right now. And we need to route into delight to experience the pleasures of being here and now. And the cosmic flower is inviting us to really anchor into that extra, to remember this connection, to remember the core of our magic and why we're here. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling scared, if you are feeling like you don't know what's next, connect with Mama Gaia, find something that makes you smile. Um, Seriously, when times get tough, I go to YouTube and I look at silly, funny videos of cats. Like, whatever it takes to liberate yourself just a little bit out of a stuck state of, like, I can't experience any joy. Whatever little bit you can do can be significant to move you through and move you on. So, if there's anything you take away from anything I say, may it be this remembrance that you are here to enjoy your life. The world may not have acted like it and may have made it seem bad and wrong if you enjoyed yourself. I am here to help you unlearn that. So, I will keep preaching this forever and ever and ever, that the most important thing you can do is enjoy yourself as much as you can, how you can, not at the expense of others, but deeply rooted into the present moment of who you are, what you enjoy, and what you have, right? The intersection of all of those pieces. So, my friends, until noted otherwise, I will be here every single new moon and full moon to keep holding space with you. It is more important now than ever that we find these moments of presence and we make capacity for ourselves to notice patterns. So that is why I love the moon. The moon is a pattern, super consistent pattern. And if we take twice a month at least to take a breath, pause, clear our energy a little bit, and just be with each other, I think it makes a huge difference. I'm already loving the community that we're building here. Again, we do this in this format so that no one has to worry about getting on Zoom and us starting on time. The replay is always here. And no, everyone gets to dance in their own space and make all the noises that they need and all that good stuff. So this format is going to be here for you to use however you need to. And again, the energies of these are always good for about 3 days after the live. So if you can't catch us live, it is totally okay to catch the replay. And if you enjoy these and you have the means and the desire to do so, you are so welcome to donate. You can go to either of my donation links at livinglunas.com or safrianna.com/donate. And I'm just so happy to be here with you. And last but not least, if you are like, I need to remember when these things are, we do have a sign up page where you can get the notifications sent to you via email a week ahead of time, a few days ahead of time, and then an hour before with the YouTube link. So you can pop on and chat with us live if you can make it. And otherwise, the replay is always here for you. And I'm holding you in my big bubble of love. So thank you for joining. You are so very welcome, Donna, and everyone else who is here live. And if you're watching the replay, know that I am holding you in tenderness as we navigate all of this together. I know it feels scary and uncertain, but you are not alone. And certainly, if you know me, you know I'm going to be cheering you on every step of the way, and that I'm never going to stop speaking for more love and peace in the world. So until next time, my friends, I love you all. Bye for now.